he shoot?
Yes, I can shoot.
Did he shoot?
Yes, I can shoot.
Jose Alvarado is one of the funnest players to watch for me personally, and it's sort of like an unkept secret of sorts because the Pelicans as a whole is so under the radar and not talked about, unless it's something to do with Zion Williamson in the front office. But when Zion's not around, it's crickets. You probably want to know that their rookie small forward Herb Jones is currently in the top 10 for Defensive Player of the Year rankings so far. You also wouldn't know that them putting Jackson Hayes at the power forward has been great for the Pelicans and Hayes' personal development. But Jose is a player that excites me the most, not because he has the most potential or because I feel that he is the most impactful, but just the certain qualities about his game that I feel exemplifies a lot of what we talk about here on this channel.
And the Pelicans and a steal by Alvarado. Great on it short.
Hayes had 2 shots at the basket.
And the Hawks turn it over again. Ball fake. Jones lays it in and they
It's not. Oh my goodness.
Alvarado. And the Pelicans and a steal by Alvarado. Great on it short.
Hayes had 2 shots at the basket.
And the Hawks turn it over again. Ball fake. Jones lays it in and they
Oh my goodness.
Alvarado.
First, to make it clear, I always believe Jose will be a bench player, but I believe that he can be a very impactful bench player on a championship caliber team. If you look historically at backup point guards on championship teams, you wouldn't be hard-pressed to find guards like him off of the bench. The defensive menacing Detroit Pistons of 2004 had a great point guard in Chauncey Billups, but backing him up was some absolute dogs who were considered undersized but competed with the best of them in Mike James and Lindsey Hunter. Having bulls like that helps your team play with an edge and outcompete and out-hustle your opponents. The 2011 Mavericks had J.J. Barea coming off the bench, backing up Jason Kidd, and he was the spark plug of all spark plugs. And I feel like Jose Alvarado has this in him, and it's so fun to watch as he comes off the bench and immediately injects the Pelicans with an energy that is unmatched and totally catches the opponents off guard. It is just fun and inspiring basketball that is also very competitive. Whether he come in and immediately pick up the opposing team's point guard full court, the whole 94 feet, or whether he is using his unassuming speed to burst past defenders, or whether he is just making the winning play, getting steals, loose balls, rebounds, or making open shots. He is exactly what the Pelicans ordered. Coming from a tough-nosed Brooklyn environment, he scraps just like it seems, as he plays with this edge that you only see from players from gritty environments. This chip that he has stems from the environment, the fact that he was undrafted, and had to do grunt work to get into the NBA. Also, the fact that he's only 6 foot on a good day. All of these hurdles put him in a natural state of constantly having to prove himself, and that manifests itself through his play, as he plays like his life depends on it, with an incredibly high motor that only a few players can tap into, especially in this current generation. This is why I think he can carve out a nice niche in the NBA as a backup to the great point guards that we see developing across the league. And that type of a punch off of the bench would frustrate the life out of an opponent. And if I'm different teams around the league, he is someone I keep my eye on if I'm trying to shore up my bench. If the Pelicans can get everyone healthy, look for this team to be challenging to any higher seed because they are better than what their record suggests they are. Defensively, they are mediocre, but they have some key pieces on that end, with Herb Jones being the primary anchor, Jackson Hayes offering some size and rim protection. And then you have Jose, who can come off the bench and agitate and harass the opposing team's point guard, particularly if he's of average size. Jose Alvarado could serve as a model for a lot of young players who may have been cut from their school's team or who always get picked last in pickup games. How much playing with a certain chip and energy level could really overcome any talent deficit that you may have. You could really become valuable and outcompete everyone in front of you just by working harder than everyone. Not just in basketball, but in everything in life.